Hi, and welcome. I'm so happy to have all of you here, and I appreciate everybody kind of standing at attention. We're going to get this done before the weather gods do bad things. It's not going to happen. It's going to be good. Welcome. Hello. This is the grand opening that we have all been waiting for of the Rady Building, home of the Paul M. Rady School of Computer Science and Engineering. It's so fantastic that that speaks for itself, because this has been a moment that has been building and building, and for me to be able to be here as your interim president presiding over this is amazing for me. For those of you I haven't met, my name is Nancy Chisholm. I am the interim president of Western Colorado University, and I am humbly honored to be here tonight for this momentous occasion. It's so tremendous. So I've served a lot of roles at this institution. As a trustee, I had the opportunity to see this vision build and to see the curriculum developed and to see this tremendous launch of this program, which is so phenomenal for our institution. And it's so wonderful for me to see all of you here tonight to be a part of it. As an alum, being here on campus recently and watching this building, it's been like with tremendous interest and awe watching the construction of this extraordinary building. It's just been tremendous for me to be a part of. I'm so happy you could all be here for us tonight. Thank you. Thank you. So we have the opportunity, and we planned it very strategically for us to be able to have our alums, our greater community, our campus be a part of this tremendous grand opening. And so, spoiler alert, this is like where one of our greatest Western traditions will continue. The lighting of the W party will be at the Rady Building. Did we tell you this, Paul? But this is what's gonna happen going forward. It's gonna happen at the Rady Building, which is something I know we all honor and feel just so proud of. And it's so tremendous to see this happen going forward. So we're so appreciative of our community members that are all here tonight to be part of this. So thank you. We're gonna have a brief program tonight, and that would not be possible without the amazing partnership of the Colorado University Boulder system. It would not be possible. They have been amazing visionaries supporting us through this program. Just genius in helping us build this out, and so many of them are here tonight, and we're so appreciative of that. So we're gonna have a few speakers, a brief program. It's my tremendous honor to welcome up as our first speaker, Dr. Todd Solomon, the president of the University of Colorado System, to be part of this tonight. So he's going to be our first speaker. So let me bring him up to get us kicked off.
Thank you.
Did I mistake your name?
No, you got it.
Okay.
I'm not a doctor, though. The doctor thing's a promotion, can I just say?
Well, that's how highly I think of you.
Yeah,
That's how
thank
highly
you.
I think of you.
Well, it sounds good. Let's just go with that. So thank you all so much for being here tonight. And what an incredible, so we just went on a tour of this amazing building. And if you haven't been through it yet, I hope you get a chance to go through it soon. It's just a beautiful, beautiful facility with incredible equipment and wonderful students. And that's what it's all about, is them. And so we're so grateful for you all to be here to help celebrate this. And thank you so much to Paul and Katie for this incredible thing that you did for the community here and for the University of Colorado. And this is for all of Colorado, because the students that we met here were from all over Colorado. And so what an amazing thing. And I just wanted to thank Regent Sue Sharkey for being here right there. She's one of my bosses. And so thank you for being here. And I think that's about it. I just wanted to thank you all for being here, and I wanted to thank you so much for this amazing opportunity for the state of Colorado.
so that we're like keeping everything moving. I'm so honored to introduce our next guest, Dr. Bobby Braun. Dr. Braun was hugely instrumental in this program in so many ways, and if you ever get a chance to talk to Paul Rady, he'll tell you about this. But he was the dean, former dean of the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences at CU, and now is the Bren Professor of Aerospace at Caltech, which basically means his brain is as big as this building. And we're just so honored to have you here, Dr. Bobby Braun, to be able to say a few words about Paul in this program. So please welcome up Dr. Bobby Braun. Thank you. So nice to meet you.
Good evening. It's great to be here with you. It's great to be here with all of you. My wife Karen and I couldn't wait to get back to Colorado for this event, but also to see this community come together. It's wonderful to see so many friends here from Boulder who, frankly, I haven't seen in a couple of years. And that's on me, by the way. Also on the pandemic, I guess. And it's just fantastic to see the Western community and the Gunnison Valley community come together around the opening of this building. And, you know, Paul and Katie, when I look at this building, the only thing I can think is, wow, you know, what have you done? This place is fantastic. And I've seen a lot of engineering buildings. I've toured many, I've toured engineering colleges all around the country, but I've never seen anything like this. It's wonderful. It really is. So, look, when I served as the dean of the College of Engineering and Applied Science at CU, I had a number of goals, and the goal that was most important to me was to reach out across the state to expand access to an engineering education, because that's what a flagship university does for its state. And I was having trouble trying to figure out how to do that because Colorado's a big state, right? And we got the Rocky Mountains right in the middle, and, you know, we're over there in the Front Range, and there's all these great people here on the western slope. And by the way, it's beautiful here too, so it's also a great place to come visit, or just to live your life. And so one day I had this, I got called to the president's office, to Bruce Benson's office at that time, and he wanted to introduce me to someone named Paul Rady. And I'll never forget that meeting. The meeting started out with Paul telling me how he was going to create a brand new engineering college out at Western. And, you know, he wanted advice about, you know, what would that college look like? You know, how big would it be? What kind of facility, machines needed to be in there? And in that conversation, we both realized that the way to do this was through a partnership between CU and Western, a partnership that would allow CU faculty and staff to come live out here and teach, and a partnership that would allow students to earn a CU degree out here in Gunnison, the same degree with the same value that they would earn in Boulder, frankly. And it took me a long time, actually, to sort that out. Paul probably figured it out in about 10 seconds. And I remember leaving that meeting thinking, wow, this is going to happen. And so a week later, I got in my car, and I drove out here to Gunnison, because I hadn't been here yet. And the faculty and the staff and the students out here welcomed me like nothing I had seen. This is just such a great community. And when I talked to the faculty here, I got this sense that they were so into teaching and so into education that the best thing I could do for my own students at CU Boulder, or for students that would be coming in, was to partner and to work with them on this program. Now, you know, look, we've all, these last 18 months or so have been a challenge for our world and for the nation and for this state. Engineers and scientists are creating the future. And so we need more engineers and scientists in our country and, frankly, in the state of Colorado. We're trying to do that in Boulder, but, you know, producing engineers and scientists right here in Gunnison is also a great idea. It's going to drive the local economy. It's going to be good for the state, and it's going to be good for our world. We're teaching computer science and mechanical engineering at the present time here. And the coders that are going to come out of this school, the computer scientists that are going to come out of this school, are going to do anything they want to do, right? They're going to be able to create the future in biological sciences. They're going to be able to create, if they want to be gamers, they could be gamers. They can go into the entertainment industry. There are just so many things that coders do these days. And of course, mechanical engineers do it all as well. Everything from buildings to machines to aerospace parts. I got to throw in a little bit of rocket science. Out at JPL, where I work right now, there are more mechanical engineers at the lab than any other kind of engineer. And I'd love to have a few more coming out of the Rady School. Come join me in just a couple of years. So when I look at this place that you created, Paul, I think about the future. And the future is being created here every day in the classrooms and the laboratories of the Rady School. And I, for one, can't wait to live in the future that is created by the students that are in, Jenny, your program right now. Because I tell you, it's going to be something. So anyway, thank you. Thank you for including Karen and I in this event. Thank you to all my friends at CU. It's great to see you again. Thank you to the Western community, and mostly thank you, Paul and Katie, for the leadership that you've shown that's going to impact this state and our nation for decades to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Braun. That was fantastic to hear your vision. This next speaker, I'm so excited to introduce the person who really took this vision and put it on jet propulsion, to use your term. Dr. Jenny Blacklock is amazing and is taking this program to the next level. We are so honored and humbled to have her directing and leading this program. I can't even tell you not only what she's doing from a local and community outreach standpoint, but it's just been the highlight of my interim period here serving as president, to have the humbled opportunity to work with her. She's absolutely amazing, and I enjoy her so much. Dr. Jenny Blacklock, please. The headband, it just does.
Well, when Katie Rady puts a hat on your head, you wear it. So I hope it looks okay. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. It means so much to us. This building is really the foundational structure. This building is really the foundational structure of our engineering and computer science programs, and it's home to our students who are amazing and incredible in every way. They are engaged with the community and extracurricular activities and sports and organizations, and they just go above and beyond in every way. They're fabulous to have in the classroom. I keep saying they're kind-hearted, and they're just a pleasure to have, and they're so engaged with their learning, and we just love having them in the classroom. This is also home to our faculty as well. Our faculty are engaged in engineering education and passionate about teaching students and how they learn. And we've really, all the faculty here have reached out and engaged with local industry partners to try to bring in projects into the classroom, but also see what we can do for the community and for Western and this whole Gunnison Valley, which has been so exciting. This is also home to our staff. Our staff have just gone above and beyond to make this program so successful. They really work so hard daily to make things happen, which is incredible. And then, this building is home to this partnership program, and we're creating it and we're making it happen, and we have this amazing momentum happening right now, and it's just so fun to capture it and be a part of it. So, sorry, I'm a little cold, so I'm going to keep this short. But anyways, it's so fabulous that you're all out here supporting us, and we couldn't be more excited to share this opportunity with all of you, and we can't thank the Rady family enough for this opportunity to just truly build something incredible for this community and for the Western campus, so thank you.
sweetie. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Blacklock. You're amazing as always. Next, I would like to bring up Pam Shattuck. Pam is the chair of our trustee board. She's the newly elected chair, and I will tell you her leadership has just been outstanding, and she's so excited about this partnership program and this grand opening, so it's a great honor for me to turn it over to Pam.
Thank you, Nancy. Can you hear me now? Is everybody okay out there? Well, listen, first I want to say that I represent the Board of Trustees, and I'd like my colleagues on the board that I see out there kind of raise your hand so people will know who you are, and we would love to have you talk to those folks if you've got additional questions about this wonderful project that we have here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my two favorite public speakers. One is Dr. Braun, who didn't even know that I was going to speak about him, and the other is Katie Rady. Yes, that's right. Yesterday, we were up at the women's soccer field dedicating that soccer field to a soccer mom, Katie Rady, and she and her husband were generous enough to also fund that particular element of our school. And so she talked a little bit, and I was very moved by her final comment, which was, I want to thank my husband and my partner, Paul, because he is trying to make this world better. And that's essentially what Dr. Braun just said about, you know, what this school is doing for us. It is a center for excellence. It's a center for academic rigor. It's a center for innovation, and it's a center for creation. So Paul and Katie, you have achieved that. You are making this a better place for Gunnison, for our students, and for our world. Thank you.
Short and well done. Thank you so much, Pam. And now it's just my fantastic honor to bring up Adam Engelman, who I have enjoyed so much. Adam is not only an outstanding student, but a leader. He is our student government president, he is our student trustee, and he is here to tell you all the student perspective on the Paul Rady School. So thank you so much, Adam.
Awesome. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you all for being here tonight. I'm super honored to be up here representing the student body at Western, and okay, good deal. Sorry, I don't get to speak on a microphone too often. But yeah, I'm super honored to be here representing the entire student body. All the students, can you raise your hands here? Everyone that's here? Woo! Awesome. And I'm so honored to be able to thank Paul Rady and the rest of Paul Rady's family for this incredible building, and also the soccer field on behalf of the students here at Western. It has made such a big impact to our school, not only in just infrastructure, having this absolutely gigantic building out here where the soccer field used to be, and now we just have an amazing field out front on the other half of the school. One of the best turf fields I've ever seen in my life. Is absolutely fantastic, and we also have this great building behind us. The students are super duper appreciative. We are able to have this new academic diversity on our campus. Historically, Western's been a liberal arts school, and now we get to have this engineering building, which is so critical to our campus and to the growth of our campus. So once again, I'd like to thank you, the Rady family, so much for this amazing, generous donation that you've given to our school. And thank you all for being here.
Adam, that was awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Adam. That was great. I so enjoy spending time with Adam. This next guest, I'm just tremendously honored, Mr. Rick Watkins. He's a very humble, quiet guy, but we are giving him an opportunity. You know, this vision and inspiration for this building would not have happened without you, Rick. Rick is the president and founder of Mesa Construction, and he's been here every step of the way as we've built out the vision for the Rady Engineering Building, and we could not have done this without you, and so I'm super appreciative, Rick, that you're willing to come up here and say a few words today, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, it's truly an honor to have been a part of this. We came up here in April of 2018 and looked around the campus for a place to build this school, and after a short walk we picked out this location, and the foundation was generous enough to lease it to us so that we could create this project, and the soccer girls were very generous in letting us use their location. So we had a lot of support from everybody. We met with CU, Bobby Braun and his team up there told us what we needed to create. Paul and I worked on it a little bit, and we quickly came back to CU with a plan and showed them a 56,000 foot building that we thought was going to meet the need. And they were very generous in saying what they liked about it and so on. But when we walked out of that meeting, Paul and I looked at each other and said, it needs to be bigger. And so that's how it became the size that it is. We had tremendous support from Western, from CU, from the city of Gunnison, with Russ Forrest, and everybody at the city was very helpful. Julie Baca and Rick Odom here at the college were instrumental in helping us get this going. By September of that year, we already had a hole dug and we were starting to put in footers for this thing. We've had classes in this building now since January of this year. Jenny, with her great inspiration and her energy that she puts into this program, we've quickly had to evolve a few areas to make them more functional to the programs that they're teaching here. But I can tell you that this program is in great hands with Nancy and Jenny and all her team, Greg. The energy of these people is amazing. You should all be proud of what they can do and how they're doing it. And I think, you know, this building is only a part of Paul's vision. It's a place where some things can happen, but Paul's vision is really bigger than this building, and so I hope this building will serve the community well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We just want to honor this building for you too, Rick, so thank you so much for saying a few words. Now I'm honored to bring up Angie Piccioni, Dr. Angie Piccioni. She's the Executive Director of the Colorado Department of Higher Education out of the Governor's Office, and we're so honored, Angie, that you were willing to come here today to say some very special words, so thank you so much.
Got it. Thank you, Nancy. And I'm here on behalf of the governor. Couldn't be here with you, but I'm in his cabinet, and so he said, go to Western. I said, yes, I'll go. And I'm here to read a proclamation. So let me read that. Whereas Paul Rady is an alumnus of Western Colorado University, and he and his wife, Katie, care deeply about the continued progress and success of Mr. Rady's alma mater. Seriously? And whereas Mr. Rady, after hitchhiking from Michigan, amazing, earned a geology degree and went on to achieve great success in the oil and gas industry as a proud son of Western. And whereas in addition to his leadership and service, Paul Rady has chosen to share his success with Western Colorado University through a transformational $80 million gift to the university. And whereas the establishment of a new turf soccer field with lighting, named the Katie O. Rady Field, has enhanced opportunities for student athletes at Western Colorado University. And whereas the creation of the Paul M. Rady School of Computer Science and Engineering and the adjoining partnership with the University of Colorado Boulder could not have happened without their tremendous generosity. And whereas the Paul M. Rady Building, the new home of the Rady School, offers 75,000 square feet of the most state-of-the-art equipment and technology, and earned gold LEED certification through its use of sustainable materials and practices. And whereas the Rady School Partnership Program accelerates the production of high-quality computer scientists and engineers who can meaningfully contribute to our state's burgeoning workforce on the Front Range and throughout the Western Slope. And whereas the Rady School positions diverse learners, including women and students of color, for success, this is a typo, through affordability and access. And whereas the Rady School will strengthen Western Colorado University by preparing students for prosperous careers. And whereas Paul, Katie, and the Rady family are here to celebrate the opening of the Paul M. Rady Building and the significant impact they have made not only at Western Colorado University, but in the Gunnison Valley, the Western Slope region, and the state of Colorado. Therefore, I, Jared Polis, Governor of the state of Colorado, do hereby proclaim October 8th, 2021 as Paul and Katie Rady Day.
Oh my gosh, there it all goes.
Dr. Piccioni, thank you so much. I don't know, is there a better day than Paul and Katie Rady Day? I mean, really? It's like the best day ever. So now we're wrapping up because this rain is going to like hold at bay for us because we're amazing, Gunnison, Colorado, and we're not going to get rained on. Paul and Katie, could I ask you guys to just come up for just a minute here? So I just want to say to you both on behalf of this amazing community, the Gunnison community, our alums, our amazing faculty and staff, everybody who's here tonight to celebrate you, thank you. Thank you so much for this amazing building and this program that has just raised the bar and raised our academic excellence in so many ways. We were trying to think of a way to honor you and to celebrate this. And so we had one of our senior art students, Jade Weitzel, who took the opportunity to just craft something amazing for you to be able to think about this day going forward, and a plaque just didn't really seem to do it. So we wanted to do something more personal that's more Western, and so I just wanted to let you two pull this off and take a look. I don't want to steal any of the amazing thunder from this, but please. And we just thought it was an amazing way for you to celebrate the beautiful building. And we've got Western Mountain, and I just think it's absolutely lovely and wonderful. I know. And it's one of our Western art students, Jade, who was able to do this for all of you. And she, when we asked her, Jade, come up here. Ow, thank you. Jade, I didn't know you were here. Come up. So Jade did this for you. Thank you, Jade. Jade, Katie, and Paul Rady. Oh, I didn't know you were here. Isn't it? It's just, you want to hold it? All right, let's see if we can, well, come out over here, yeah. Like I said, we just thought a plaque just, Jade, you go over. Jade, thank you so much. I know. We just thought a plaque would not quite do justice, but for something for you to see so special from one of our students. And Jade, thank you so much. It's absolutely beautiful. And for now, Katie and, all right. And you guys have the microphone, so Paul, we would just love to hear a couple words from you, and thank you so much. You're really the star of the show. You're the star of the show, so thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Nancy. I have many thank yous, but a lot of thank yous have already gone out, so I don't want to use up all my time. But a lot of important people here, but just the people of the Valley, the faculty, the President's Cabinet, Nancy herself. So many people have rallied forth to help make this possible. Let me just backtrack a little bit and say my experience at Western was transformational for me. I've told the story where as I go up and down Tamichi, I see many motels that I used to work at. I was a motel cleaner early on. And really my big step up in the world, I was doing well as I started school here and was made a physics teaching assistant and lab assistant. And they gave me a little closet, the storeroom, and then in my delusional state, I felt I was joining the faculty of Western. But it was my first job where I was really using my brain instead of my body, and it all moved on from there. So a big shout out to my experience at Western. Let me talk about the germ of the idea, how this started. It was long ago, probably 6 years ago, where we began to think, what could we do at Western? How about an engineering school? And so we spent a couple of years doing feasibility studies. What kind of engineering, and where are the employment possibilities, the flexibility? How do we do that? And it was a good study, but we began to realize that it's a little bit of a catch-22. You can't just start an engineering school. You have to be accredited, and that takes quite a few steps. And so really an inflection point, a point that really changed everything. I had been in discussions with Bruce Benson, who was the president of CU for 11 years, and afraid he was not able to make it tonight. But I think he knew that I was trying to do something. We were trying to do something at Western, but he was always very patient in all of our discussions. When I finally said, but we have a little catch-22 on the accreditation, I'll never forget these words from Bruce. It was, well, let us help you. And that was the moment that changed everything. And so almost immediately, then he put us in touch with Bobby Braun, with Keith Molinar, with CU Engineering, and we just opened up. And as Rick said, we just asked, what should we do? And as Bobby said, what should we do and how should we do it? And there's just been an outpouring of support over these last many years as we put this all together. We couldn't be more grateful. I really respect the words that Bobby said of this is really setting the table for the future. And so that's how I look at it as well. This is not the end, of course. This is just the beginning of all that we can do together. And those are my remarks. Thank you.
You're awesome. Paul Rady. Paul Rady. Paul and Katie, this is just our night to celebrate you. And we're so happy everybody could be here. Let the celebration begin. I have to do those cranky little housekeeping. Try to respect our indoor masking mandate that we have inside. And more importantly, garden level, food, drink, please be careful. We don't want any food and drink down there. We have really important equipment down there that we want to protect. But please come in, enjoy this amazing, magnificent building. You can check in at the registration desk, self-guided tours. You can see the whole building. We have food, drink, no rain. We're going to make it through this night. And the lighting of the W will occur soon. So thank you so much for being here, and come and enjoy this evening.